This is the Cadence of Life podcast, where we interview music professionals and entrepreneurs and learn the ins and outs of their career. Hey, welcome back to the Cadence of Life podcast show. This is your host, Jeff Strahan, a.k.a. your boy, Jay Reed. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in every single Friday night at 9 p.m. You know that we drop this show every single week. We do not leave out a week. We are also booked up until March. So I'm really excited about that. I really love the feedback that I've got from Austin, and I love the feedback that I've gotten from some of the guests that are ready to go and booking shows with us. So I just want to say thank you again. And there's a lot more to come if you're listening or watching in. My guest today is a Texas-based rapper that has a long list of Austin-based collaborations. He has worked with H-Star, Rizzio, Jack Tripper, Amber Lee, Gilliman, Mike C. the Champ, and many, many more. He has just released a single last month with Mike C. the Champ called Ends, and has a new project with Big Tank D called Put In Work that is dropping soon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, let's please welcome It's Automatik.
What's up, Jerry, man?
What's good, man?
Alrighty,
Welcome
man.
to the show.
Appreciate you having me on the podcast, man.
Yeah, man. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Let's get into this thing and let's make something happen.
Well, my first question is how did you come up with the name Drunken Flow?
That's interesting. I have a partner named Juvie. His actual name is Juvenile, like the rapper, and Gilliman. And we used to chill together and just freestyle and drink. And I got another boy named Mario, and I was just plotting with him, like, man, what are we gonna name this rap group or Drunken Flow, or not Drunken Flow, but record label that I want to just run something. It needs to be about us. And he's like, man, just call it Drunken Flow because that's all y'all do. And I'm like, oh yeah. So that's how that came out.
So about how long you been making music here?
Since 2004, I actually started laying down some tracks. But before that, I used to just record in my dad's living room. He had his own little setup, how he just DJ. And so I'll record from just the microphone straight to tape player. And then from the tape player, I would record it to CD player. And that's how I used to do it back then, freestyling, basically.
Yeah, man, you got the whole Home Alone walkie-talkie thing going on. No, I used to do that too, man. I used to use a tape deck and used to have a couple of microphones and be able to record myself and put them on the CDs. And actually, to tell you the truth, the very first time I ever did any recordings for hip hop was in 2004 on the old tour.
Yeah, this one, I was staying at my parents' house in Metropolis, and I think actually the first time we recorded something, I think for a wannabe Papa Stopper, I had a sock over the microphone, and my daddy would just be like, "I don't know what y'all doing, but keep doing it."
Man, I've used everything from pantyhose to socks to underwear, everything.
Yeah, man. So
just whatever works.
Yeah, that's how I started, and I was jamming none but Houston music, so that had a big influence on my style today.
Who is somebody that you might want to like a dream collaboration with?
Ooh, dream collaboration. Zero.
Oh man, yeah, that would be dope.
Probably one of my favorite rappers. So
Yeah, I think with your style, I think that you would fit in real well with cats like him. Even Slim, Slim Thug.
Yeah, I would love to do some with him too. I
So,
could
we
jam
just put
that
the plug out
schoolhouse
there
and
for,
back then.
all you Houston rappers that are listening.
Hell yeah, man! I'm gonna get with some of them hopefully one day.
Man, look, I've checked out a lot of your videos online, man, and you really have some awesome work. What video do you think is like the best video or your favorite video that you put together?
I would have to say this last one ends with Mike C. Had Chino Chase shoot it for us, and so that was pretty much my first, I would say, professional looking video that I've had. And besides that one, like I would have my brother just record our own videos from his iPhone. So that When You Gonna Learn was pretty good. I think that one came out great. We had a bunch of views on that one, so that's probably my second favorite one.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, for sure. I really like a lot of your work, man. Like I'll be following you and I'll be jamming all your music, man. And like I was actually jamming in the car, going through Austin earlier, jamming your music.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, I just feel like, being from a city full of music, man, it's only right to jam the music here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But
So I started a playlist on Spotify, and I want to put as much Austin rappers as I can on there. So hit me up through Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and let me know if you're an Austin rapper and you got some music on Spotify. I'll throw you on the playlist, and just share the playlist.
speaking of that, that's actually what I was listening to. I was actually listening to your playlist. I was actually going through and listening to different artists that really stood out. And then I was shocked how many friends I have on Facebook that's actually in that playlist.
Yeah,
But yeah, your playlist is pretty tight, man. Like it's coming along.
yeah, man. I've
I
already
just wish I
started it,
could get the
so
followers.
definitely.
um I'm sure that there's some artists out there that are kind of learning, how to be in the rap game and stuff. Like how long does it normally take for you to write a song?
Uh, it depends on my mood, honestly. I mean, I could probably knock out a whole track, I would say within like 2 days just to make it sound good. But on the spot, if I had to drop a verse, probably like, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. I could whip something up pretty quick.
Now, do you think that doing a verse within 10, 20 minutes, something like that, versus a couple days or maybe a week or even sometimes a month, like if you're really thinking about the words and can go in and critique it, do you think it's better that way, or is it just too much overthinking?
It can go either way. I mean, sometimes you want to take your time with it to make sure that every bar is coming out as hard as hell. Or sometimes you just throw something together real quick and it's some of the best work you put out and people really feel it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like I think the moment has to do with everything.
Yeah,
Now, do
man.
you like working at a big studio or do you like working from home?
I do everything from home, man. So I'll definitely love to work in a big studio. But for right now, I just rather record myself. That way I can save costs and then use that money towards artwork, music videos, and anything like that.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, for all you artists and producers and stuff like that are just starting out, I'm sure that you see a lot of stuff on TV, with these rappers or these producers, got these huge studios, but a lot of that is record labels. The people who mash it out at home every day and learn every little trade and every skill, those are the ones that are, doing it every day. And so, it's good to hear what local artists are doing, because that's the whole point of this show, is that I want to kind of showcase the stories and kind of put people's information and story out there.
Yeah, man.
When you gonna do a screw tape, man? Like a screwed up type of album or something.
Just number of freestyles.
But like the one you did on Facebook.
The grew up screwed up, or are you talking about that
Yeah.
schoolhouse challenge?
Yeah, the schoolhouse challenge.
Yeah, man. Actually, if any producer hits me up and wants to do something like that, I'm down to work. I'm not gonna just work with anybody, but if you come with your beats correct and you're down to make something happen together, then yeah, I'm down to work together and we can definitely do something like a screw tape.
Yeah, cause I mean you got that sound for it, man. Like you really do. So that's
Yeah,
what's up.
I feel my style is, an early bass 2000 style when Houston rap was at its peak, pretty much. So, definitely had a big influence on me. And I think, though, my rhymes are a little bit better than average. So it definitely helps with that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I grew up listening to all that Houston stuff. Man, my cousin actually went to school with Paul Wall, and I also knew somebody that was real close to DJ Screw, and I grew up listening to SPM. I grew up listening to Paul Wall and Zero and Little Kiki, and I think I was like 16 or something. Like the first time I ever heard Southside. Ever since then, I was hooked, man.
Yeah, man. I think for me, it was that DJ Screw, the 3 in the morning with that little Kiki freestyle. Man, that was off the chain. And after that, I think I started jamming out the screw tapes, and it was a wrap from there.
Yeah, man. Now, do you know any other language besides English?
Honestly, it's just English, man. I wish I could say I'm bilingual and speak Spanish too, but nah, I don't want to lie.
Cause I was gonna say that'd be dope, dude. Like if you could do both, you know.
I mean, I could if I really wanted to. I would just take my time and throw in a few words here and there, and just mix it up.
I think that that would add some flavor. Maybe even if it was like and like a little accent to the hook or something, like a last couple words or something like that. Like cause I know Los Lonely Boys, they do that a lot. They'll have like the hook or something in Spanish and then have the rest of the verses in English.
Yeah, I know a couple of dudes who do that very well. My partner, Mr. Fo, and Restio Music, he's really great at that too.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. I mean, it would be dope, man. It would be dope.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer the new type trap or do you prefer like the old stuff? Or can you be versatile? Like you have a little versatile in you?
I would say either or. I think I definitely lean towards the older, type of music, but definitely want to get into the newer style. That's what's out right now. That's what's popular. So, I'm definitely gonna try to put out something similar, but my own style though. It ain't gonna be, just a bunch of mumbling here and there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, do you like traditional 16 bar type verses or like do you like songs that's kind of like split up?
I think just the feel of the song really. Traditional, 3/16s or 2/16s on the track is what I'm used to. But if somebody like say the game goes off for the 300 bars, that's what you just want to listen to.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because, like, as a producer, the stuff that I put out, they say a lot of stuff nowadays is like an 8 bar verse, and then you have a hook, and then you have like a 16, and then you have a hook, and then maybe another 8. They try to shorten it, and so that's
Right.
why I was wondering, like, if you just prefer the straight 16s on every verse versus, kind of chopping it down like that.
I definitely prefer 16s, man. Gives me more time to put out creativity and the energy that I'm bringing to the track. So 8 bars is cool, but it's not enough for me.
Yeah, I feel you. I guess it depends on the song. Like if you're trying to go hard, then you want 16 to be able to get everything out. But if it's like a club banger or something like that, then you just want to, hop around onto the lyrics and then get back to the hook.
Definitely. It's definitely the type of track you're trying to put out. And I can honestly say I never done a club track, so that'll be something to look forward to in the future.
Oh man, we gonna have to do one.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean? Like shake the tequila or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I did a couple little well, they were kind of wannabe club tracks back in 2010 with my homeboy JK and a couple other cats that was downstairs from me, but I ain't really very good at it either. And honestly, I mean, I just barely started making beats in 2018, and I used to record artists all the time. They would come over to the house, and they would ask me, man, can you make beats? And I'd be like, oh, I got a whole bunch of instrumentals, then just be like mixtape type stuff.
Yeah,
And so we would just sit down and record to that best we could.
that's what's up, man.
I
Yeah,
literally have probably about like 5,000 instrumentals, and I would just sit there and go through them, be like, which one do you like?
yeah,
We'd be
man.
sitting there for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Back when I started out, um, I just freestyled mainly over just instrumentals like YouTube beats. And then Gilliman came along and he moved into the neighborhood. So he knew how to make beats. And so the crazy thing about it is he didn't have a piano or anything. He had a PlayStation, just a regular PlayStation 1, and he had a game on there. And with that game, you can make beats. And so he'd make all the loops and everything on there and then transfer it to a computer. So I was just blown away by that. So I would just imagine if he had like, the real instruments and everything he needed to actually do it.
Yeah, that's super dope, man. I never heard of that. I know that in 2004, the very first time I ever seen Fruity Loops was a friend of mine that came over and he installed Fruity Loops on the computer just so that way he could finish the beat that he was trying to make from a homeboy Just One. And it was totally different than the way it is now. Like it was, I don't know, Fruity Loops like 3.0 or something. It was like way different. But Fruity Loops actually started out like a game, so maybe that was the same thing.
Yeah, man. So actually, like from 2006 to like maybe 2016, 14, something like that, I stopped music, man. I was still messing around with it, but I wasn't putting nothing out. I was more focused on just, my family because that's when I had got with my wife and, started raising my kids. And so now I'm just getting back to it and I'm just like, man, I got to go hard and go all in.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I took a break for like 3 or 4 years, man. Moved away. I did the exact same thing. Moved away, different things, and I came back in 2018, and I felt like I was about to take over Austin. I was just like, man, it's time. Like somebody gonna hear me.
Yeah, man. That's why
But
everything I put out now it's got to be the fire. So, when they say my name, they be like, that boy Rex.
heck yeah, man. Well, what's a little bit about like your backstory? Basically, like through the years, like what who did you work with and all that kind of stuff.
So basically, I started with my homeboy Juvie, aka Mr. Flow, and it was just me and him freestyling. And then along came Gilliman, and we ran into a engineer by the name of Sick Vic, and we used to go to his house and record in his living room and lay down tracks there. And I forgot what program he used to use, but that was back in like 2004, so that was ancient programming, whatever it was. And the quality wasn't great, but the songs we made were good. So just going through that, you know, after we did that mixtape, I probably sold like 100 copies of that only, and then I did my own mixtape, and that one as well probably did like 100 copies. And then after that, I just kind of wasn't motivated, but I was still freestyle at parties and stuff like that. And so, like I said, I took my break through the years, and uh, I upgraded my equipment that I had, and then I got back into the whole music thing, and I got my brother and my cousin involved and made a new Drunken Flow group, because the old one was me, Gilliman, and Mr. Foe. So now I just added 2 new members, and just brought it back to life. But right now I'm working on some solo stuff. So I'm mashing with the camp, so the Mash Mob camp.
Yeah, man, Mash Mob, Mash Mob. I see that out there.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely 4-1 family and Drunken Flow, but now I'm with the Mash Mob family, so we're looking to do bigger and better things.
Well, it's always good to get talent around you, man. Like, I feel like the whole. Honestly, before I made the group, the Austin, Texas Producers of Music group, I didn't really have nobody around me. It was just me, and I was doing it for so long that I got burnt out almost, and I was like, I need better people around me that can lift me up and give me a challenge. Like, honestly, dude, before I started this podcast today, I actually made a beat. Like, I was sitting down at like 5:30 today, mashing out a beat real quick, just because I felt like the pressure was there, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you have good people around you that want to hear your work, or that can elevate you to another level, man, that's always good. So branching out is not a bad thing. Some people think it is, but really it'll help you.
Yeah, man. Definitely. If you came with that, you were live one time and you were making that beat for the Fire Flame Spitted track that I dropped my verse on, and I heard the melody and everything, and I'm just like, man, that's something that I could write, and that
You did
motivated me
too,
right
what?
there. So I was just like, man, if you want to work, let's do it, and we made it happen. So looking forward to putting that together and seeing if we can put that out on Spotify and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have a couple more that I put together today, for some different things. And yeah, man, I'll definitely send you over whatever you need, and send you over more. But yeah, man, I just feel like I started adding a lot of Austin people to my Facebook friends, and I just kind of, started being real selective at who I added to Facebook. At one point, I had up to like 2,600 friends, and I started deleting a lot of people because they were like way over country, out of country, Nigeria and England. And I mean, they did music, but it wasn't going to be anybody that I could actually work with. And so I just started kind of, making my group smaller of a people, my circle. And then I just started going live a couple times, and I started, messing around with the group. And next thing you know, everything is kind of starting to fall in place a lot more. I'm working with you, and I'm working with other artists, from just being friends on Facebook. I mean, I feel like networking is everything. And I try to tell people that, but, some people, when they first start out, they want to kind of be by themselves.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I felt like it was just me and my group, at first, but then over the years, I'm just like, if you want to branch out, networking definitely helps, because you're introducing yourself to their fans and vice versa for them. So, you feature them on the track, all your fans get to hear them as well. So it works out both ways for you.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I definitely I like following people that are on the productive side. I like people that are moving and mashing and doing stuff. I know that you work full time. How much does that have an influence on your music, or how does that affect your music?
Definitely affects my music, man, because I don't have as much creative time as I would like to. And after working 8 hours a day, and then you come home, you're not really motivated to do music because you're tired. So, I still push myself to hear a hot beat, and I'm like, okay, I got to get to work, make something happen, because these fans are gonna get bored and they ain't gonna want to follow me no more. So I can't let that happen.
Yeah, for real. I understand that. And I know a lot of people that work full-time jobs and still try to do music. And then I also know a whole bunch of people that, it's their life and that's all they do. So I think in order to get to that next step, you gotta, well, you know what they say, pay the dues. You basically gotta get the right people underneath you. You gotta have the right group. And I feel like nobody can do it on their own. Like you really do need a team, or even if it's just friends and family or whoever that's sharing stuff and being able to kind of be the hype man for you. I feel like that's helped me a lot, and I'm sure that's helped you along your way. But there's a lot of people out there that I know, I have spoke to recently that's like, oh no, man, I'm doing this all by myself, and I don't want nobody's help, and I just feel like you got to be open minded sometimes.
Definitely, man. So uh, definitely need a team vibe. So that's why I got together with Mike C and the whole Mash Mob camp. So that's nothing but networking right there and helping each other out, promote, and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, I really like that take a trip with me though, man. That something about that flow and something about the video. I mean, it just, man, I have that on all the time.
That song, I think that was probably like maybe the third song that I recorded after I got everything the way I wanted it, upgraded in my studio, and then I got my brother on board and my cousin on board, and I'm like, let's just make a tape together, and then, that's like one of the first songs that we done, and it came out great, and everybody,
Yeah.
that's like one of people's favorite song right there.
I mean, but really though, you need something that's gonna be able to catch people's ear, and then they say, "Man, I really love that song. I want to see what else they got."
Yeah, man, definitely. And I think people that don't know my music, when they first hear it, they're really surprised. They're like, I didn't think it was gonna be this good. They think it's gonna be, recording through a cell phone, with some instrumental beats or something like that.
Yeah, for real, man. I mean, technology has came a long ways, but I think that it also has to do with your talent. I mean, you perfected your talent, as well, so that's helped a lot. You know.
Yeah, I think a lot the quality of the music is what helps out. I taught myself through YouTube and Gilliman. He's taught me a lot with the engineering side. So that's why I just record myself and mix and master everything. So really, all I need help with is just the beats. When I get the beats, then it's over.
Yeah, that's good though. I mean, cause and I will say that like a lot of the stuff that I've heard that you've done by yourself, like it's really good. Like the mixing and mastering and everything, like it's definitely on point. Now, do you do a lot of ad libs or you do like a lot of double takes or
Yeah.
it's just straight?
My personal thing is to do just the doubles of my verse, and then I do strong points behind that. And every once in a while, I do some ad libs. Just depends on the track and how I space out my words. So, but for the most part, it's just a bunch of doubles and strong points.
Yeah. That's always good, man. I mean, I know a lot of people they just try to sit down and try to record and they'll just take that first take and they'll be like, "Okay, it's done." But there's a process to it like you said. Like you have to do double takes and you have to like you said strong points, like for your punchlines and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely, man.
So, man, do you have anything that's up and coming or you got anything that's about to come out?
I'm definitely working on a small CD right now that I'm gonna throw on all streaming platforms. It's called Keep Moving. It's gonna be my first like official solo project, and I got one with Big Tank D coming out hopefully by tomorrow, if not by Monday. And working with Tizzle Beats out of Lubbock. So look out for that one. And Mexican Hendrix, he's a producer for Hustle Town Network. I'm gonna drop a track with him. And then I'm always working with Mike C and my brother Jack Tripper. And they got a bunch of stuff coming out. So also that Born Legend by Mike C. Be on the lookout for that. That's coming out this month. And that's about it for now.
That's what's up, man. So I want to thank you for being on the show, man. And where can all the listeners find you at?
They can find me everywhere on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Everything's under It's Automatik, ITZ, Automatik with the K. And look me up, man.
All right, man. That sounds good, man. Y'all go buy his new album, man, and go check out all his new singles that he's got dropping, man. Y'all go check them out. It's Automatik on all the networks, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all that kind of stuff, man. Y'all go buy his albums, man. They are amazing. And I just want to thank you again, It's Automatik, for being on the show.
Sure, man. Appreciate you having me.
All right, man. This is your boy, Jay Reed, once again with the Cadence of Life podcast show. And we are out. Thank you for listening to Cadence of Life podcast. Check us out on Facebook, the Cadence of Life podcast. You can check out your boy Jay Reed or any of his music, Beats by Jay Reed, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you again for listening. See you next time.